Hey guys, Brian Railfan here. Welcome to yet another layout workday. So, filmed the other one just before this. So we're just going to continue where we left off. I was just showing these to the camera at the very end. We're going to pin down these tracks here. This one here will eventually go into the grain. So it'll actually take a sharper curve to get around. Or, actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna make this a little longer now I think about it. Because otherwise we're going to have trains crashing into each other. And yesterday at my local model railroad club, the Brown Hills Model Railway Club, I was having a slight case of everything that could go wrong was going wrong for, well, everybody. And then someone came to the club wanting an engine that they had just put DCC in themselves and tested, and it short-circuited the entire layout because I don't know why, but some of the others thought it was a good idea to put it on the track because they were told it was new, so it shouldn't be broken. Well, that's a story for another day. It had signs of wear, and its decals were not the original. It was CPR decals, and the box said NR, which is Canadian National, and CP's Canadian Pacific. But basically, nothing lined up with it. Long story short, I'm pretty sure they got scammed. But it short-circuited the entire layout and caused us quite a bit of chaos when we tried to get the layout back up and functional. So I wasn't expecting it. And my two engines were actually kind of close to each other, and my Dean's Goods, which you guys haven't seen yet, I need to do a video on them, crashed into each other pretty much. Because the Dean's Goods, it will continue on for literally ever, even if it loses power. And I mean that, like, it will continue on for, if I'm pulling my 3 teaks, it'll go about 5 feet. If I'm pulling my freight train, it'll go about 8 feet. So, it can get a little chaotic. That was loud. Trying to get kind of what a clearing... Oh, you guys can move. Here. What a clearance for this would be. So I can get an idea of how far back I need to make the point. Because I want to make it as far back as little as possible. It's roughly right there. I was just cleaning the ends of that one because it had quite a few little dings and nicks on it. I think this is just a little too short. Well, I mean, yes? Well, is it? I think it might be a little short. Even if I do angle this a teeny bit. Still just a shade short, I think. Nope, it's perfect. That's a miracle. It turns out this piece was right. If you angle it a little bit. Oh, this is a different piece, because that one was just 2, and this one's 3. Oh. Well, okay then. Just stabbing myself with the rail. This is being a pain. Ay. There we go. Oh, great, it snapped 2 of them off. Good thing I have a spare. Come on. This is being harder than I thought to get on. There we go. Hopefully everyone's liking the layout update so far. And the builds. I know the builds are not great, Just because I have to ask my dad where he put my camera. He borrowed it a while ago, and honestly, I don't know where he put it. So I can't use my camera to get better angles, although my phone's better quality. I think my camera only goes up to 720 or 1080 or something like that. On my phone, it can go up to 4K, I believe. I'm using the internal screen recorder. The external camera, I'm not sure, and I'm using the front-facing one right now. So I can kind of see the time and everything on it, and what's happening. Because you're not too worried about little curves like this that might seem a little sharp. That's perfect. Just because, again, like, this isn't always not perfect, but this line here actually has to curve a little bit. Kind of has to go like this. So again, if we're a little out of the way, I don't really care. I'll make sure this is straight. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'll be cutting right here. The points, the track that goes here and here, I'll just probably do that off camera just because it's a lot of maneuvering. And I kind of got to work right where I need to place the camera. So there'll be a lot of cutting, unless this deal. Nope. Because this curve's already kind of shot. So I can make it the perfect curve. Yeah, someone cut this curve before me. I've never actually cut a set track piece before, so this is interesting. And I would recommend covering your wearing eye protection when you're doing this. I'm not. I probably should be, but I'm not. There you go. I mean, that worked, I guess. Oh, so this... Try to break the sleeper off and it just disintegrated. I mean, I've seen things disintegrate, but that was pretty weird. Yeah, I just thought might as well build the layout on camera because I sometimes randomly say things when I'm working on the layouts and things like that. I just gotta get the fish plate on, which is being a pain. And this curve here is just to make it straight. And it is now straight. So what we're gonna do quickly now is pin down the point that you guys cannot see. The point here. And even if you, as long as you know that this is the right place, if you still add droppers, I still recommend marking it out. That way, if you have to take out several pieces, you still can. I mean, the droppers for this are going to be a bit more this way, probably. And they'll go right through the board. For before I pin this point down, I'm going to get the line curved up and around here. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to mark how this is going to go, because the inside track will be on the inside, like the grain elevator will be behind the camera. Well, not in this exact place, but it'll be behind the camera. Just to give you guys an idea of roughly where it's going to be. Oh, that already has switch plates on it. Sweet. Gotta break this right. See, we just need to get a little bit more of a curve into here. Or do we? You know, actually, this will be perfect because I do want a little bit of space, a little bit more of a normal space, or a bit bigger of a gap between these lines. So actually, this is perfect. Just need to cut the bad ends off here and we'll be okay. try to be careful when removing these. So that way I can just flatten the top, like clip the plastic bits off the very top of them. And then be able to use them again to go underneath, kind of thing. There we go. Now this track is actually perfectly in place. That's perfect right there. So now I'm going to pin the point down, just so, you know, it doesn't get bumped. Because even though I still have to do oh, that's one of the manual ones. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, this point here is the only manual point motor I have in the entire layout, and that's because I bought it for a diorama I'm building. But it was supposed to be actually for this point right here, this Y. But me being in all my wisdom, well, it's the thing's on the left side for it. So I assumed, oh yeah, that's the left-hand point. And then I realized when I went to put it on, I'm like, oh wait, no, that's the right-hand point. And now the point for it's down, all the points for it are down here now. Except for the one that I'm probably going to end up using. Okay, this nail's being a pain. I have a hammer in here somewhere. For some reason, it keeps, my dad keeps borrowing my hammer. Or my sister. And I don't have a clue where it is half the time. Because it's not in the toolbox here, so I have no clue where it is, but... Perfect. Well, this point's not perfect. This point's actually, or this curved piece here is actually, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's warped. Maybe it's easier. Yeah, you guys can kind of see that I'm holding it flat, but it's coming up with the front because it's badly warped. If I put it down here, you guys probably can see how the end comes up there. It's badly warped, and even I tried pinning it down, and it won't go back down. So that point, or that piece of curve, the track's pretty much done for, I think. I'll be moving you guys in about 30 seconds here. It's connecting up to this point here. I'd attach it to this, or to that piece of straight there. I keep calling it a point for some reason. No, this one just needs to move a little farther this way. Oh, I forgot to... Actually, you know what? Oh, I gotta clip the end pieces off this guy. Whoops. They're in terrible shape. I can bounce back onto the layout. Yeah, because the back main line of this layout is going to be pretty normal. It's just going to be like the straights, basically. So there's nothing too special about that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I want this to be a little longer. I'll just add a shorter piece in, I think, though. Because I don't think I have a longer one. I don't think so, anyways. I probably do somewhere in the massive track that I have here, but... Because I kid you not, I have about 50 to 60 pieces of flexi. So, I mean, I have the space. Actually, that's perfect. The extended length is perfect. Now I just need to make it even at this end. You guys can't see the piece I'm talking about. I'll show you guys in a second. This piece here just happens to be at the perfect length. And again, before I ballast, I will be putting these spare sleepers on. But I want to get the layout up and running properly before I put the ballast on. So I don't think I'll put ballast on probably for another couple of months. Just because I don't want to ballast this part here and then realize, oh no, I have to change part of the main liner. You know, something like that. I don't want to have something like that happen partway through on me. So that's kind of why I'm being a little more careful with when I ballast. I haven't ballasted a full-on layout before I ballast, like, you know, a little diorama I'm making. That's going to be more for, like, whenever I do reviews, you guys will see it. I haven't worked on it in a while, but this is because I haven't had a need to use it. So I'd expect I'll get that finished before I start ballasting or putting any kind of extra detail in this layout. Because I do intend on doing a lot more reviews on this layout, especially with the stuff I have and new stuff that I have yet to get. Also have to come up with a system for rating things. Actually, I'll move you guys so you guys can see me pinning. It is nice just being able to slide it into the foam. Now it's time to build the inner two lines here. Now again, these are all just going to be rough lengths for what I'm guessing right now. That's perfect there too. Seems like, you know, cut this and make this all a little less terrible. I got a lot of the track, not the points, but like a lot of the straights and the curves you guys saw in the last episode. This huge bucket of curves I have here. I got them all actually for about $250. Because I was intending on using them for under the yard space, but I decided not to do that anymore. But also, I know I'm not going to be in this house forever. So if I ever have to, you know, like build a brand new layout, then I'll be fine. Because, of course, I'm only 18. I'm in my dad's basement right now building this. We both kind of like doing it. He's more into the technical side of stuff. I'm more into this building and running the trains kind of side. So we're actually like both perfect for complementing what each other likes. I'll probably have like if I ever need, whenever I do wiring or anything, I'll probably have my dad with me, and he'll kind of walk you guys through it and I'll film it. But for the most part, you'll see me and me alone. The Winnipeg Railway Museum's hopefully opening, I think, the end of 24 after all their major renovations. So hopefully I'll take you guys along for a ride and a tour there. I really want to show you guys that. As well with the Paradox Central, I want to do a video on the Central as well. And not just like a video, but I also mean like a full-on, not only of the ride, but also like a history of all the engines, of all the rolling stock. You know what I mean? I intend on doing that as well. And I think you guys would really like that. Just gonna get the outside line in here. And again, like all this will be subject to, you know, I probably should have made sure this really odd short form wasn't steel. It's not. I didn't check last episode. Yeah, for those who don't know, I check to make sure I'm never using steel. I will never use steel track in a build. I do not like it. And this is now being a pain to get this on. Yeah, I've never liked steel track in a build. Simply, I'll have to take this off the layout for a minute. Simply for the fact that it rusts. And I don't want to be dealing with rust all the time. There we go. I just took it off the layout to fix it. Oh, you guys can't see it. I'm sorry. I'll just raise you guys up a little bit. There you go. You guys can see it now. Me and Carol sticks my hands in the way. I'm sorry about that, but I cannot work over the camera, so I have to have the camera in front of me. No, this one's being a pain. Of course it is. That's good enough. I'm just making it super straight right now. There we go. We'll have to put another straight setting beside it so I can see it better, but I'll do that right now. Put a fairly straight piece in. Yeah, that'll be good where it is. I'll just pin that real quick. In fact, I'm gonna move the engine shed here, just so I can kind of build over top of it. You guys can see these other lines that go in it. And we stop popping up piece. I'm going to add another one a bit farther in because I do not trust that piece. It is still slightly weird having the layout because I've been talking about building one for so long and all that jazz. I'm gonna finish pinning this and add the second line and then I'll call it, just so if anyone's wondering. But there we go. Now I can put the inside line in. You know, for the few people watching right now that have been watching from the very beginning, you'll know just how long I've been meaning to build the layout for, because frankly, I don't remember how long I've been saying I'm going to build it for, but it's been a long time. It's been about, well, at least 3 years. Is it steel? No? It's a little short, though. That track could need some work. I mean, yeah, all this does require me having to work on the track a little bit more. Just getting into better shape, but quite frankly, I don't really care. I like doing this kind of thing, so it does not bother me in the slightest. It's always one of those moments, like, it's one of those don't blink moments when you're cutting these, because you don't want, it's one of those, like, blink or you miss it moments with these pieces flying everywhere. Because, you know, what could go wrong, right? Famous last words. I'll also have to get some more fish plates, because I probably don't have enough for the entire layout. No. Let me paint and attach them again. Yeah, for some reason, most of these layout build videos end up being like between 20 minutes and half an hour. Why that seems to be every single time, I honestly don't know. That is not intentional. But that's how it ends up being, so... Let me know what you guys think an ideal length is, because these are different than the layout updates. Layout updates will be, me actually building them, but these ones is kind of, I'm just gonna do this while we, maybe talk. Or something, That's kind of what this is more than anything. It's weird it being so quiet here, honestly. Yeah, at the very end of this video, I'll give you guys a quick overview of kind of what we've done this episode. Or what I've done, I guess I should say. Because there'll always be kind of like mini updates at the end of these. It is kind of neat to be able to see the progress of the layout too. No, I don't have any pictures of the first layout. That's right, there was a first. It was actually upstairs in our living room. Basically, it was just two 4x8s combined in an L shape. And it wasn't really pinned down. It came off. This little X piece here ripped the plow off of my CSX engine, my only one I have, which I'm pretty sure I've done a video on. It was my first new engine, though. But yeah, there's a lot of memories with that layout, and then now it's on to the new memories with this layout. See, we're almost done now. Yeah, and these two are more just, I know they seem close together, but they're more just for engines that I don't use a whole lot, just to sit. And, do nothing, basically. So, and this one, I mean, it's whatever, I don't really care about them. I mean, it's not that I don't care about the engines, I guess, sorry, I should reword that, but, if I don't use something, I'm gonna let it at least still be visible. And I don't have any dummy engines to display. All mine are powered. I've actually only ever owned two dummies, and they were I had two sets, a Pennsylvania set and a Amtrak set. I believe they were I want to say 7s, but I don't know. I don't remember. But I sold those a few years, at least a year, probably 2 years ago. And the A's were powered, the B's were not. However, the A's and B's were permanently hooked up with a line, or with a little piece of metal. Don't know if So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So there we go. These sheds are back on. I still have to lift them. I'll be doing that later. I'll have to cut some foam up with that. These tracks here, they're more just for display purposes more than anything. This one here. Actually, no, I'll flip it around and show you guys what's up. Basically, this track here, on the other side, that's where we'll put the grain hopper. That's the other side of the layout. It's a huge sheet. This is the wall I was talking about. From here to here, it's 14 feet. I was talking about that in the last episode. There's about a several foot gap here. I probably have to move the layout another foot back that way. But yeah, so you come in the yard there. You can go off to the sheds here, or to the grain hopper, or grain elevator, sorry. I keep calling it a hopper. Then this is the point to get those kind of just sitting there on the tracks there. I don't think there's anything else. I think that is it. I do have a grain elevator kit that I'm building that will probably end up being the one that goes there. And what the heck? Randomly, I just randomly found a nail popped out. There we go. But yeah, until next time, this is the Brown Rail Fan. That's all the steel track. Signing off, and hopefully we'll be able to run some trains in the next month or two. if everything goes well. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. And I will see you all in the next one.